When you take a look at this Bishop Luers team, what is it that you've done well over the course of the season, especially the last couple of weeks, to play at the level that you had, and what are some of the things you're trying to carry over into this coming Friday's big game?
Yeah, I feel like we've, first of all, gotten our legs underneath us since Christmas, and we've really defined our roles a lot better than we did early on. And we played a super tough schedule before Christmas with teams that were going to kind of expose some of the things we were not doing well, and that made us grow. You know, we had either the choice to sink or swim at that point, and our guys have done a nice job of buying in and really focusing on those things that we needed to get better at as a team. And you know, we've been playing pretty well really since Christmas. Since that second game down there at Switzerland County, we're 5-2 in our last 7, and our 2 losses are really good games against Blackhawk and New Haven. So I feel like we're getting there, and I've said all along I think this team is going to be playing our best by the sectional time, and I feel like we're right on path for that.
Yeah, when you take a look at the SAC standings, I mean, last week it was 6 teams with 1 loss. This week it's 4 teams with 1 loss. I mean, it's going to be a fight to the end when it comes to winning a conference championship. So how do you approach a game, and how does this team approach a game of that magnitude, knowing that especially head-to-heads count when it comes to the SAC championship?
Every game in the SAC is like this, it feels like. You know, from the time you start, you know, the very first one against Northrop for us, and then Homestead before Christmas. But every single team that you play is like, it's going to be a good game. You have to compete. You can't make mistakes and beat yourself. And Wayne's no different. They're very talented, and we're going to have to play really good basketball to beat them and definitely execute down the stretch.
What are some of the things that you see on tape that they do well that you guys are going to have to counter? What are some of the things you're going to have to do to counter the strengths of Wayne, I should say?
Well, they're very balanced. They have a lot of strength and size and speed. You know, they have a couple really, really strong big kids inside. And then, you know, their one shooting guard, Green, is, you know, he's a couple years now at varsity. He's got a lot of experience, and I think he's leading them pretty well. And again, since Christmas, similar to us, they've played really, really well. So it's going to be a good one. It's a matter of, you know, like I said, not beating yourselves and not making mistakes that they can thrive on. They get in the open floor, they're dangerous, and so we have to maintain you know, our composure and not make those crucial turnovers. We call them touchdown turnovers, you know, if you make them out front, or if you have a bad shot, it's a long rebound and they're going the other way, and it's really hard to defend them in open space.
Final question for me. You know, I asked the guys the same question, but it's going to be our highlight zone game of the week. SAC title implications, expect a big crowd on Friday. So what are you looking forward to the most about this opportunity on Friday night?
Yeah, I mean, the last really, I guess, 3 years with Wayne, their place or ours, it's been massive crowds, and I think it's going to be a big one again here Friday night. You know, our Luers faithful, last couple times we've been at home, starting with Blackhawk and then Dwinger last week, we've had really big crowds, and I expect it'll be again Friday night. Well, you know, with everybody expecting to be a good game and an exciting brand of basketball, and so it's always fun to play in front of that type of atmosphere, and Friday will be no different.
All right. Anything else you'd like to add?
Go Knights.
All right. Appreciate it.